Hey, Pooper Stars. Hey, Pooper Stars. It's your girl, Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel and back to a new episode. Um, this is number 9. Shout out to that. That's a huge flex. Don't flex, baby. I want to see you touch it in the dress, baby. And nothing less, baby. So shout out to that. Listen, it's a lot going on in these internet streets. Child, I love it when it be crunk like this. I said it be crunk. Yeah, just like this. Yeah. And y'all know I just came to tell y'all something. I said, y'all know I just came to tell y'all something. So shout out to that. Lord, all I want to say is that you just increase my mood, Lord. Like, like up to Shay Renee standards because, like, y'all, when I tell y'all, like, okay, your girl don't feel like that. Like, I know normally y'all, Lord, I realize, today gonna be a good day. Today is gonna be a good day, but, like, I can't explain it, but the best way to explain it is, you know how you just wake up and you just, like, not in the best mood like that. Okay. Yes, and that's crazy because y'all know what it is. Y'all know it's never mad on a Monday. But that used to be my motto, okay? I ain't said that one in a while. Okay? Yeah. Truth is. Just just for keeping it real purposes, okay? But I mean, you know what? It's been a lot going on in the internet streets, but then it's been real chill too. Does that make sense? Y'all hold on one second. Try to listen. So anyway, everything been real chill though. Like I can't explain it. You know how like it feel like it's been a lot going on, but it really ain't been that much going on. Trust me. I took some time out to touch some grass this weekend though. I sure did. Yes, thank you, God. I needed a reset. Oh Lord. Cause I've been going so hard, y'all. I didn't even realize how hard I had been going. Like for real, y'all. I just took a quick glance at it yesterday, and I was like, dang. Just see my wrist and said, dang. I didn't know, y'all. I did not know, okay? So shout out to that. Like, I did not know how hard your girl been going. All I know is, um, all I know is the year said, I said, the year said, and I said, you know, child straight like that. Before I knew it, I had took off. Shot like a 747 or something. And let me see. I cannot, hold on, hold on, hold on. Like when I tell y'all, like I literally like did not realize how hard I was going. But you know what? I think, hold on, some kind of way I think that's what happened. See, I feel like I've been going hard since January the 1st, but like, no. Um, like, I think it was like the second week into January. So maybe that's what it is. Because I'm like, you mean to tell me I've been going hard for like 18, 17, 16 days, somewhere around that? No, I don't think it's been that long, y'all. But it's because we on episode 9. If I'm counting them right, we are on episode 9 right now. Um, So shout out to that, baby. When I say we coming around that mountain, hey, we are coming around the mountain. And it's cute. It's cute. It's a good look. It's a good look, okay, for your girl or whatnot, whatnot. I just feel like I just been, beasting in beast mode. But I really hope that I didn't lose count. Because I was, looking over my stuff today and I didn't have episode 8 down. But I know I ran it. I know I ran it. So shout out to that. Yeah, like a little race or something. I know I ran that, y'all. I did. So anyway, shout out to that and shout out to us. Happy Monday. Like, yeah, it's going down. Okay, period, point blank. Period, point blank. End of discussion. But anyway, like I said, these internet streets been really, they've been kind of chill. So shout out to that. I don't be tripping. And I don't. Um, Baby, I don't be doing no tripping. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what didn't happen. Ooh, to Gucci man, child. What? Take the what and leave the what? I'm sorry. Like, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But y'all know I've been wanting to talk to y'all about sauce. South got a lot of that. South got a lot of that. So shout out to that. That's my song. Um, mm-hmm. Hey. Thirstiness is your issue. Ah. For that I can't commend you. I said, anyway, let's continue. Ha! That's my song. Shout out to that. Child, y'all scoot up. Scoot up. Period. Hit the like button. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing without the like. Yeah, I need y'all to set that off. Like the movie. Child. Yeah. Hold on. Cause something's going on. I said a little something, something with my stomach. I'm hungry. Oh, what's I finna tell y'all? Um, so, before we get into the South Walka part of the today's segment, I did want to just politic with y'all for just a second. So shout out to that. Hold on 1 second. Good morning. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up in here like a bumper car. And let me just tell y'all, for anybody that is new, welcome. Okay. Happy Monday. I am not sure what blew you through here or around these parts, but welcome. Okay. Yeah. If you a real one, you gonna fit in here. So shout out to that. But like, let me just tell y'all, I got to keep it real. Cause that's what I do. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now, anyway, what was I finna tell y'all? So, oh yeah, real quick. This is a podcast, okay? First of all, it's your girl Shay Renee. Hello, it's me. And like, this is my channel, okay? So welcome to my channel, welcome to my show, welcome to my platform, right over here, shared space with YouTube. We doing that, okay? Um, Oh yeah, truth is, like Fantasia said. And so like this is where I'm at. This is where I'm seated. Okay. This is where you can find me. Now I also blog, okay, on my spare time. So when you over there scrolling and rolling on Instagram, make sure you follow my blog and my comment section, okay? Just for a little extra razzle dazzle or whatnot, whatnot. Hey, good morning. Thank you. I sure appreciate that. Welcome. Okay, you're going to have a funky good time here, okay? Promise you that. But anyway, like I was trying to tell y'all, for real, because I got to get this out. So I do 2 shows here. All right. I do 2 shows. One show is a podcast. It's brand new. It's just getting started. Yes, baby, like an engine. About to go somewhere. Shout out to that. And I'm having a funky good time. This is my podcast. This is where I talk that talk with my audience, okay? Now, on my podcast, this is where I like to take the opportunity to put in the work that YouTube says I need to put in, okay? AKA all of these hours and hours and hours. With that being said, the news comes slow, okay, on my podcast. All right? Because I'm talking. And I'm talking for a while. And like it just takes real um uh 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 uh, uh what's the word I'm looking for? It just takes your girl Shay Renee, right? To just put my little in it for real, right? To do that for hours and hours and hours, like Mooney Long said. So don't expect nothing fast over here. That Jimmy John stuff ain't it, okay? When you want it a little bit faster, that's when I'm on camera. That's when I'm looking at you, Miss Pressure Curl, and I guarantee you, we not looking at each other for 4 hours because I just don't have that kind of time right now. At least right now, I don't have it. But yeah, that's pretty much how I run things. Okay, so like, yeah, it's I'm two timing it. Yeah, kind of like a cheetah. But I'm doing it for my audience that enjoy both, okay? Because I can remember a time when I worked shifts that like I was a listener. You know, I listened more than I watched. So yeah, I know, right, that there is an audience for both. So shout out to that. Now anyway, what was I about to tell y'all? Uh, oh, so listen, it's been a while since I had dropped my ebook. Actually, I don't even know when my ebook came out. I don't know exactly the release date on that. I should, but I don't know. I'm sure I can go back and find it if I needed to, though. It's really nothing that I couldn't do or look into. But now I know moving forward, that's something that I need to pay attention to, right? But like I haven't been feeling like, well, like ever since it dropped, I've been just chilling. But tell me why lately I've been like, kind of like in that mode again. So shout out to that. It might be getting its sequel. Y'all know the ebook is supposed to have a part two, child. And at first I got a little worried because I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And so I was a little worried. I was like, wow, well maybe this isn't gonna happen after all, and maybe I'm just moving forward. And so, but lately, you know, it's been coming up, kind of like a little craving, like a little food craving or something. So shout out to that, y'all. Hold on, hang tight. Celebrities edition. Celebs, look out. Y'all might be getting y'all an ebook. So shout out to that. Because y'all know my first ebook was for the ordinary people, right? That John Legend was talking about. Yes, them. And then the second version was gonna be a celeb edition. And so, like, I don't know. I've been feeling it again. I wouldn't be surprised, superstars, if I've been and took off on that, okay? So, yeah, shout out to that. And y'all keep me in y'all prayers because it's like, you know, initially, when I set out to write these books, right, I wanted to do two, not one, two, okay? So, yeah, I'll make sure y'all keep me lifted because, you know, now that I have gotten into writing, I see like, how they be feeling a little bit. Now, hey, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, act like I'm just this big novelist or nothing like that. Of course not. But I'm just saying, like, I did it. Period. Did that. Can't take that back. And like I feel like, okay, yeah, period. Shout out to Miss Presser Girl. I feel like I learned a lot. Does that make sense? Like I dealt with a lot, and for just like a small moment in time, right? When I was working on my little, I'm not gonna say little, I don't wanna say that. I hate calling anything I got going on small. When I was working on my ebook, um, I feel like I got to see what it feels like, you know what I'm saying, to be a writer and a writer's perspective. And the truth is, you know what I realize? Sometimes you go hard and then sometimes it's just nothing. And now I see why, you know, it can like be such a challenge for them to get their books out and their work out. Because imagine like not feeling nothing for months at a time, you know, and then a spark. Then there's a spark, you know, it's crazy. But I definitely see how they can find themselves taking years to put out their projects. You know, it just is what it is. Cause like, yeah, I ain't no telling when I'm gonna start. But I'm telling y'all now, I started feeling that little, okay, you know, like I'm probably finna do this. You know what I'm saying? Truth is, I'm probably finna do this. Um, because another thing that's crazy is I feel like I kind of started already. Does that make sense? So it's almost like I gotta go back through my old journals and see what I can find, y'all. Um, it's crazy though. One thing I can say though, putting it together is so nerve-wracking. It is. Writing a book is not as easy as people think it is. It's not. And like I'm the type of person, y'all, for real, truth is, this is a true story about me. I'm the type of person where I think that lots of things can be done so easily, you know? And that, I don't know why. I don't know why, you know? So then it's no surprise to me that I'm the type of person that I feel like college is a scam. I do. I don't feel like the whole thing is a scam, but I think that with college you have to be extremely what's the word I'm looking for? To me, I think you have to be careful because it can easily come out as a waste. You know, um, you can easily get in college and feel like, oh my God, you know, I wasted my time, you know, for real. And not to mention, college is like a mall or something. Child, if you're not careful, you know, you can really hang. I'm just saying, you know, um, like it's just one of them things. I can't explain it, but I definitely feel like you should have all of your stuff together going in. You know, when I say your stuff together, um, you know, just I want to do X, Y, and Z. You know, like not know. Does that make sense? Yeah, because it's a business. First, that's what a lot of people fail to realize to me. It is a business. Okay, and businesses are designed to take money, accept money, you know, receive money. And I think that's where a lot of people get it, you know, twisted or messed up, if you will. Like, child, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, okay? But anyway, I'm the type of person where I can look at something. Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to you. See you later. Yeah. Make sure you double back though. Come back. Like Chris said on Friday. But yeah. Like I can look at something and feel like it can be just done. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's just, you know what I'm saying? And that don't be the case, y'all. That do not be the case, okay? For every single thing. Um, Child, I forgot what I was even telling y'all that. Yeah, truth is, I forgot. Um, but I do. Oh, I have that so bad. Um, oh, that's what it was. My ebook, the ebook thing, the writing. Yeah, it's definitely harder than it looks. Oh, 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 oh. Especially because like I'm like I didn't want too much help. I didn't want a lot of help. Because that's another thing too. Like you can get help and not be helped. Does that make sense? Because like let me tell y'all something. I paid somebody to help me write my ebook and I did not like it. Waste the money, waste the coin. I did not like what they presented me. So something went wrong, but long story short, I wasted my money. I paid them for nothing because I basically tore up their version and still did it all on my own. All, Miss Pretty Girl. Capital ALL, on my own. That's a lot. Child, let me tell y'all, that was a lot. Truth is, like that Taylor said. But anyway, yes, y'all scoot up in here like a bumper car. Y'all get comfortable. I'm very comfortable, child. Sure is got my bonnet on. Um, I got my bonnet on. House, toasty. Child feel like a marshmallow. Yes, I do. It feel like a s'mores. That's one of the good things about it being cold outside. Um, how good the inside feels, like, ooh. Got me feeling like a marshmallow floating around a good, sweet cup of cocoa, child. So shout out to that. And shout out to all my listeners. Shout out to everybody who's coming through. Shout out to everyone who, has been enjoying the show. Um, yeah, shout out to you all. I hope y'all doing y'all thing. I hope nobody's lost. Everybody got their scooter, if need be. Yes, and I hope everybody's having an amazing year so far. Don't forget to be intentional. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning. Somebody needs to hear that though. Don't forget to be intentional. Sometimes, it's better that way. Now, hey. If Nilly Willy works for you, then do it. Child, and I mean it. Do it to the best of your ability. Yeah, shout out to that. Because if you like it, I love it, Miss President Girl. But sometimes, we need to be a little bit more intentional, you know. So, yeah, don't forget to do that. Child, so listen to this. Hey, good morning. Oh, I appreciate that. You too. You too. I'm sure you somewhere putting in some good work too. Every day. Every day. Every day. That's crazy. That's crazy. It is. It really is. Yes, it is, baby. It's crazy. You know. Um, Listening to them police sirens really caught me off guard and took me to a place, child. I was about to start talking to y'all about the police. That's crazy. We don't talk to her. But not for real. I'll tell y'all something. Y'all know I be watching Cops. Okay, it is what it is. True story, child. I don't know. Don't even ask me. Child, don't even ask me how I got hooked up on this. Child, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother day. But let me tell y'all something. Watching Cops has really, really changed my outlook on them a little bit. Does that make sense? A little bit. It has. Truth is. And one day we're going to talk about that. So shout out to that. Now, I know what you're thinking. And absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. But there's a lot to be said. Okay? So let me put that on our schedule. Okay? How about that? We'll talk about that on another episode. Okay? So shout out to that. And we'll discuss the police, yeah, on another episode. Cause y'all know I'm always looking for new things to watch. Y'all tell me what y'all watching. Let me know. Like, hey, I don't mind, okay? Period. Cause I do get bored, you know. I get bored with stuff. And then I guess that's how I end up on something new, okay? So shout out to that. Now anyway, child, so y'all know I've been wanting to talk to y'all about South Walker for a while. Oh my God. South is so funny. Yeah, truth is. Truth is, South Walker is so funny, child. And he been having the folks laughing, especially everybody, you know, that they ain't really on to him like that. I love that famous Joe. Before I get to talking about you, I love when he say that. Because he was so for real that day, too. How is you so for real? Oh, he was so for real. Yeah, it was so funny, too. Child, that was so funny. Um, oh. Speaking of which, um, I don't know. I might need to put me a little 1 2 1 2 together. I be wanting to sometimes, y'all. Like put me a little intro of whatnot. Another one, cause I already got an intro. So shout out to that. Let me see. Another one. Let me see. Well, actually, not another one. I just see what I did was I lied. I want to put. I want to add to my stuff. Not here. This my intro right here. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, there I go. Hold on. Where my shit go? Uh-oh, hold on. Damn, how I keep doing that? Yeah, y'all see me? Period. Yeah. Hey, that's my shit though. Yeah. Right, true story. Child, true story. That's my I be wanting to add to that because y'all know I be seeing people play with their stuff a little bit. They be playing with it, you know what I'm saying? Child. Please don't. Please don't. Cause like I have that child. I don't need nobody cursing, but I will. Shout out to that. I will. I was just talking about having what's the call it in my stuff. Ah, that's so funny. That is so funny. My bad. Sauce got a lot of that. Oh my God, y'all. Sauce is funny. He is really, really funny. But anyway, so before this live even gets started for real, shout out to Sauce Walka, and everything that he got going on because, um, one thing I know, two things for sure around here, we gonna give you your card if you know what I'm saying, if you deserve it. Period. It just is what it is. Like, like deserve it, earned it. It's all the same. Like how you gonna, it's kind of hard to deny um when people show signs of being great, you know what I'm saying, or doing great things. It just is what it is. And like for me, I love to see people, come up out of hard times. Um, I love to see people go from nothing to something, so to speak. when we talking finances. Like it just is what it is. Like um I don't see what's not to be proud of. Does that make sense? Um, it don't matter who it is, honestly. If I cannot really like, I could really like not mess with a person, but I mess with that part about them, you know? Like, but they such and such and they such and such, but you can't, you know? Um, they are successful, you know, at what they did, so to speak, you know. They bought their family, you know, out of poverty, you know, and created generational wealth, you know, and different types of opportunities that like, come on now, that's something to be applauded, you know. So anyway, shout out to Sauce Walker, who, you know, did that. It is what it is. He did that. Like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Um, no, for real, truth is. He did that. So shout out to that and shout out to him. But yeah, y'all know he been streaming. Child, truth is he is streaming. He's Sauce been on these internet streets. For real. Um, you know, and shout out to that and shout out to him because you know how I don't know, it's hard to explain a little bit. But um you know, the best way to explain it is he just been chilling, you know? He went from seemingly chilling to like now he just up and running and, you know, um, got all this stuff going on. So shout out to him. And when I say he got a lot going on, he has. He's been having a lot going on, you know, like different businesses, you know, lots and lots of different businesses popping off in Texas. And so, you know, this streaming stuff is just another thing. Um, he definitely streaming online and shaking stuff up over there on Twitch. He is. Now what a lot of us already know, or some of us might not know, is he was getting into it with Adam 22. Child, that was so funny to me. Sauce Walka getting into it with Adam 22 has been so funny. Um, Child, for lots of reasons, specifically because, like, both of them got some mouths on them. They do. Both of them got some mouths on them. And, like, I didn't really realize, you know what I'm saying, how much of a mouth Adam had on him until he started getting into it with House. Ooh, child. Cause I was like, oh my God, let me tell my poop stores what's going on with all of that. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up and hit the like button. Hold on. Hold on real quick before I start. Hey Pooh, it's your girl Shay Renee, and this is just a reminder that my ebook, All Gas, No Brakes, was written to help you focus on yourself, clarify your thoughts, and transform your social media. So grab a copy today by heading over to my Instagram and clicking the link in the bio. What are you waiting on? Yes, don't forget. If you need to get your hands on a copy, my Instagram is my comment section. Period. Y'all hit the like button over there. Uh, y'all make sure y'all hit the follow button over there too. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, like I was trying to tell y'all, child. So, hold on real quick, cause I need to get. Let me get this. Get my kids what they need real quick. Y'all don't. Okay. Happy MLK Day. Happy MLK Day. We out of school for MLK. So happy MLK Day, all my people who look like that. P. Hey. Yes. Let me tell you something. Um, I just love that. I just love that so much. Yeah, so shout out to that. Like, um, I'm really proud. Some what? Extremely proud person. Yes, baby. What? Oh my goodness. So anyway, shout out to that. Yes, happy MLK Day, people. And the month. It's the month. It's the whole month for me. So shout out to that. We are so in that thing. Y'all hold on though. Y'all hold on briefly. Hey, Poopa Stars, it's your girl Shay Renee, and happy Monday, happy Monday. Listen, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. This is episode 9. Get in here one time. Uh, yeah, get in here one time. I'm about to get in here one time. Um, yes, I've been politicking this morning, but actually, when I get back from this brief hole, we're gonna be talking about South Walka and his brand new streaming endeavor. Yeah, shout out to that. Y'all give me a minute. All right, all right, all right. Now, anyway, so if you ask me, Pooper Stars, hey, first of all, it's your girl Shay Renee. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up and hit the like button. Happy Monday. Shalom in the building. So we talking about Sauce Walka real quick. Sauce Walka is streaming, okay? Shout out to that. Shout out to him. But on, listen, due to that fact, it seems like him and Adam 22 have been having some type of they've been bumping a little bit, okay? Or whatnot, back and forth. Now on one hand, it's almost like it seems like Adam is pocket watching, a little bit, almost. Now first of all, Sauce Walka got upset. Let me tell y'all what happened. So, in case y'all don't know, for the ones who don't know, okay, it just is what it is. So Sauce Walka got upset because, well, Adam was basically talking about rappers streaming, okay. So basically, if they can make it streaming, which Sauce Walka got mad. He got annoyed. I feel like that's what started it. Now I could be wrong though, cause I heard Sauce saying something. He was saying something. Child. But if you ask me, it got something to do with a little bit of pocket watching. Maybe Adam is a little annoyed that Sauce is streaming, because sometimes you just gotta listen to a person, and I keep listening to some of the stuff that he's saying, and he keeps saying, if you got all this money, then why you need to stream, you know. So it can come off as a little bit on the pocket watching side when it comes to Adam. But then again, I don't know, because it depends on how you look at it. Because at the end of the day, though, Sauce Walka do keep calling Adam broke. And if you keep calling me broke and broke, you know what I'm saying? Like you playing a record. Type ish. I got the right to, I guess, defend. He definitely got the right to defend himself, and I would say, he got the right to defend himself in a way where he feel like he calling out, Sauce. Like, is he Cap? And basically, that's what he doing. He been calling Cap on a lot of stuff that Sauce Walka had to say. Now I know Sauce was sitting over there with the dancer project people, and he had asked Sauce, well, he said something about Adam saying that he got more money than Sauce, and Sauce was like, Adam and his wife could never. He basically said both of them together. He also said Adam is weird and he been offering him his wife for years. Sauce was saying he is light years ahead of I put that in there, but he said he is years and years and years ahead of Adam. Started after Adam and got up. Yeah, he said he got up and got himself up out of there on Adam. Truth is. And he said he corporate now. He named all these other businesses that he got going on, which I told y'all about. He basically flexed on Adam. It just is what it is. He did. And even the man who did the interview was vouching for Sauce, saying that he took off after that. He took off on Adam. And you know what I started thinking? I said, well, dang, I wonder if Sauce got more money than Vlad. I'm just saying, let's talk about it. I wonder, I couldn't help but wonder, child, like Stevie or whatnot. I said, OMG though. And then I went and listened to what Adam been saying, and Adam talking about he thinks Sauce is on mess. I mean, can you say I don't even know if you can say that. Well, listen, rhymes with Beth. Rhymes with Beth. That's what Adam said he thinks Sauce is on. I said, oh no. Sauce, don't fall for it. I said, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Cause bro, he trying to probably trying to get you a tricked out your spot. He trying to trick you out your spot. Don't go. Don't go. He is crazy. He gonna say, he was just talking about how, riled up, you know what I'm saying, that he could get sauce and how he can type, a few things and Sauce will shoot back with 100 different text messages, Um, talking about he's sending them screenshots of different bank accounts and all of that. And Adam said, as far as he concerned, he still find it suspect. He said he do not believe Sauce is as rich as he say he is. But again, like I said, I think Adam started it out when he was talking about rappers becoming streamers. But yeah, he telling Sauce, if you so rich, why is you doing um streams for 9 hours a day? He talking about to 200 people. Um and then he basically said, he said if he as rich as he say he is, he wouldn't be doing that. But like, okay, like this is what Adam's saying, right? He basically saying he gonna tell Wack that Sauce failed at everything. He said he said he not surprised at the streaming thing though. He said because he basically then failed at everything, and he said because his rap career didn't pan out. I said, oh Lord. I said, see, Adam do got a mouth on him. He do. So then he was talking about how Sauce was saying he'll, will get with him, with the hands. And Adam was saying he 5'8" and somebody playing some poker. And Sauce said, let's play Tekken. And child, it's been so messy. It was so messy between them two. Adam called Sauce sensitive. Said if he was that rich, he wouldn't be on OnlyFans. But hold on, y'all, I'm still here though. Yeah, just a whole lot of back and forth between these two. So I said Adam can't whoop him in nothing, nothing. He said nothing. He started naming all this different stuff. Anyway, my bad. Y'all know got kids in the studio today. So shout out to that. But like, Lord, them two was going back and forth. And it was really, really funny. It was though. Child, yeah, truth is it was. That man called Sauce a little boo boo. He called Sauce a little boo boo and challenged Sauce to knuckle up. Child, he was talking about hanging Sauce on his belt. It was a mess. He called Sauce an imaginary millionaire. And Wag crazy. Wag talking about Wag talking about, you know Sauce gonna take it, right? You know Sauce gonna take that face. That is crazy. But anyway, so that's what they had going on. And like Sauce was like doing the most. He was like, I was only seeing his side of it. And I had to go, looking and digging to see, what had South so irritated. And basically that's what it was. That's what it was. And you know what I get from it? Basically what I get from, hold on, y'all. Hey, Purple Sauce. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm back with another episode number 9. It's going down right now. So listen, um so y'all know what I get from it. I get that Adam isn't convinced that Sauce is as rich as he say he is. It just is what it is. He cow cap. He said it. Now that's one thing that I can say, that like in that small little clip, he kept stressing that part. Um and honestly, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that. I do think that it's an interesting conversation. Does that make sense? I do. I think it's an interesting conversation because it's like, you know, Well, I feel like people who aren't rich, have wondered that, you know, but no, but also, right? It's kind of easy to believe because one, nobody ever challenges anything he says, and like, you know, two, you know, I mean, you see him doing pretty much everything that everybody else is doing. Does that make sense? And I take it a step further. Styles actually be doing more than a lot of other people, if that makes sense. I don't know. That might be kind of hard to explain. But like, we're gonna get into it though. So shout out to that. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I don't know. I will just say this though. It depends. It's really hard to look at it because it's like, I was gonna say, right? I was gonna say, like, in Sauce's defense, right? Um, he can be like as rich as he say he is, right? And like still want to get some money from Twitch. It just is what it is because you have so many people from Twitch who are supposedly richer than rich, like your Casanat and your DDG, and then several others, okay, who are making money over there, living good or whatnot. Remind you, Ben, what's his name? Ben. I don't watch Ben at all. I don't really know Ben like that. All I know of Ben is he's a streamer and he be around, okay? Been around. Like Ben been kicking at that door for a minute. I just learned his name was Ben. I think this week. Honestly, truth is, like, I just know his face. You know what I'm saying? He's a popular streamer. And like all of them started really around the same time, except for Casanat. If I'm being real. It seemed like all of them started, either around the same time or together, if that makes sense. It's so many of them too, y'all. It is. It's just so many of them. But he's one of the ones that's been knocking at the door for a while, right? And I wish I had a picture of Ben. Dang, so I could show y'all who I'm talking about. Uh, y'all come back later on. I'm gonna end up posting Ben. I'm gonna post a picture of Ben to my community thing. So y'all know who I'm talking about for sure. But anyway, see, he was just recently talking, right? He was saying how, like, somebody was telling him something about buying a house or something like that. Because I think they was talking about he spends a lot of money on rent. And he was basically saying that he'd rather just stay where he is because he was saying that his building is really secure, and it's hard to get to him where he lives. And somebody vouched for him and they were saying like, yeah, that's like legit. And it's crazy, is what it is. But like even people like that, you know, are, you know, allegedly making money, okay? Like Dollar Bill, kind of like Dollar Bill, child. They getting way more money than Dollar Bill ever saw up at the Players Club, okay? Yeah, truth is. Let these kids tell it, right? And so I'm like, why wouldn't Sauce want a piece of that though? Like, why wouldn't he want to go get some of that? Cause remind you, DDG, I don't know. I can't explain. If you listen to the way DDG talks, right? DDG talks like he gets hella money, y'all. Money on. And so, you know, in South's defense, why wouldn't he want to, like, why wouldn't he tap into that if he can? He's an entrepreneur. Like, remind you, Adam. You know what I'm saying? In case you forgot, you know, he has the means to spread himself here, there, everywhere. Hold on. Like, I really feel like he has the means to spread himself and be here, there, everywhere like that. Let me tell y'all something. Um, I remember at one point it was this guy's Instagram that used to pop up on my stuff a lot. And I know y'all probably seen him, or maybe y'all haven't, but like it was this young fella. Um, Shout out to him. And I actually think he lives like where I live too, because I think he said he went to UT. But anyway, shout out to the young fella. But like he will always do interviews, right? And he will run up to people and rich people and just ask them questions. Um, about being rich and how, just ask them about their story basically and any kind of little tips that they may have. And I remember this one man that he ran up on. Y'all hold on. And I will never forget it. This one man that he ran up on, he basically asked him, like what he had going on. And when I tell y'all that man basically said that he had, it was either 72 or 92 businesses. And y'all know a girl like me. Off the rip, I started like thinking, like, how can somebody have that many businesses? Believe it or not, somebody can have that many businesses. It just is what it is. Because once you get the type of money, that you need, and partners, it's up. So with that being said, South Walker is the type of entrepreneur, I think, right? Now, I'm not saying it's like this actual and factual because I don't know this to be that. But I think in my mind, he the type of entrepreneur that like the type of businesses that he do have, he can be in a lot of places. Or in this case, he can be on Twitch for 9 hours, Adam, entertaining 200 people, allegedly, Adam. You know what I'm saying? Just to get some more money going. That's how I feel about it. But then, like, when I think about it a little bit, when you think about it a little bit, right? I guess the way Adam is looking at it is we don't see people like Jay-Z Does that make sense? I guess, you know. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm still here. I just like to leave y'all hanging sometimes. To add a little razzle dazzle. But yeah, um, I guess, if you gonna look at it like that, and I'm guessing that that's the way Adam could be possibly be viewing it, um, I don't know. Y'all jump in my comments and let me know what y'all think. Like does Adam have a point? Or is he tripping? Can South really be as legit as he say he is and still um have time and room for extra, you know? Whack made the suggestion that maybe he's bored. And I'm like, yeah, maybe he is. You know? Maybe he is. Um, like I said, he definitely has the type of businesses where he don't have to hover over them all day long. I'll tell you that. Why not get a Twitch bag started, you know? And then speaking of Twitch, oh my, like Johnny Gill. When I tell y'all Sauce Walka is shaking the table around there too. Yeah. Um, First of all, Sauce is getting a lot of love on Twitch. So shout out to that and shout out to him. I meant to shout out his account, man. Hold on. So I guess I had to post that to the community while later too. Cause I don't know his Twitch name. But I meant to get it so I could send him a shout out. But like, yeah. That's like he over there shaking the table up a little bit, on Twitch. With just like, one thing about Sauce, one, he gonna stream with some substance. Two, he is very entertaining. Um, Hyper as hell. So y'all know how Kai be all hype and screaming and tearing up his house and stuff. Oh yeah. Sauce Walka give all of that. He can give all of that. He is extremely hyper. Got a whole lot of you know, energy. Extremely energetic. And then I feel like he'll cuss and I DDG type all wrapped in one because y'all know DDG, on the other hand, he way more laid back, way more cool. But DDG like the wild people, you know, with his coin a little bit. He like the, you know, flex his coin. Y'all know Sauce gonna do that too. Yeah, y'all know Sauce gonna do that too. So the kids are feeling like Sauce gonna fit in well. And based off of what I see, he is. You know, he is. He seemed to be doing just fine over there. And I also could see him collabing with DDG now soon, you know. I think he just making his way around, you know, and kind of learning a little bit and stuff like that. Y'all know how the streaming world goes. Somebody gotta hop on a flight. But I see a lot of comparisons and stuff like that. And I just feel like we don't need that. You know? We don't. You know, everybody that's on Twitch, been doing their thing. You know? Is there room for others? Yes. So shout out to that. Now, I will say this though. I will say this because I got to say this though. Sauce will definitely uh, encourage, I say. Well, not encourage. Maybe that's not the right word. But, you know, Sauce going to turn up. He going to flex all of that. So, like, yeah. Like, yeah, you got to be prepared. You know, it is what it is. In other words, I feel like, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me put y'all on a brief hold before I go there. Hold on 1 second. Um, Honestly, y'all, I feel like if you ain't got no money for real, South Walker has potential to expose that. Yeah. Yes, truth is on Twitch. It just is what it is. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. Well, let me just say it like this. I think you have a lot of people on Twitch who um that um feel like they're doing really well in life. Does that make sense? And I feel like, yeah, you know, um, I'm just saying, Sauce Walka being over there might be like, well, dang. Does that make sense? Might be motivating to a few. That's all I'm gonna say, you know? Truth is, because y'all know, it is what it is. Y'all know how Sauce do. He's very, um, what's the word I'm looking for? He's flamboyant, you know? Y'all forgive me, I'm trying to give me a little bite to eat in, but yeah. Y'all know how, y'all know like how, he remind me of Baby. How Birdman is, real flashy. I feel like Sauce Walker, he gonna be over there on some don't try this at home, kids, type stuff. Basically just kinda sorta, I hate to say it, but kinda sorta, right? Just exposing that some of those kids on Twitch might not be as rich as they say, you know? It just is what it is. But like I said, there really is no need for a comparison. It's not. But I'm definitely letting y'all know how, he could be over there shaking the table. It just is what it is, you know? But hopefully, right? Um, Hopefully it all goes well. We get to see some real good collabs. Cause I'm ready to see Sauce and DDG link up. It just is what it is. I hope that's coming. It seemed like he linked up with India Love. I think, but don't quote me, but I could have sworn I seen India Love on his stuff. I could be wrong though. But y'all know I'm not on Twitch. Shout out to that. I'm just here, there, everywhere to get the tea like that. Um, Child. And then last but not least, y'all scoot up in here like a bumper car and make sure y'all hit the like button. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. It's your girl Shay Renee, and this is episode number 9. Um, Child, and so last but not least, child, let's talk South Walker times football. Yes, child, he got a lot going on. I know. Shout out to them and shout out to him, though. Like, I just feel like Adam 22 kept saying that South is not a um business genius. You know, like he tries to make himself seem, and like I don't know about that, but I will say I think that he has marketing down. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, Miss Preston Curl. I feel like old Dooley Wayne, he is gonna put his mind to, things that he's good at, if that makes sense. And I feel like promotion is one of the things that he's good at. So like you know he really good at promoting stuff. And so like we talking about him streaming right now, and I just feel like he gonna take the streaming world by storm, and maybe Adam is worried about that, because I did hear Adam say that he said that something about when he was streaming, he had 9,000 people viewing, and Sauce only had 200. So he was saying that he is basically up on them, in the streaming world or whatnot. But I don't know, Adam. If you guys can't you know, keep up, I would say entertainment wise, is just gonna be, I don't know, because I just feel like I said, whatever Sauce does, he does overly. And in my hearts and heart, and in my hearts and our hearts, I feel like this streaming thing is gonna be nothing different. It's gonna be nothing different. So in other words, how many other streamers was at the game yesterday? Cause Sauce went to the game yesterday, y'all, and he was streaming, child. And I know he probably, you know, got and caused some attention there, child. Cause I seen he was yelling and stuff like that, and somebody was like, I was wondering who was yelling. Something like that. I don't know why. I just feel like, yeah, whoever South, like literally had to see South yesterday at the game. But like, yeah, like he went to. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So this is funny. And could be all coincidental, by the way. Okay, could be all coincidental. But let me just say this. Um, First of all, let me say shout out to Offset. That's my boy. Okay, period. That's my boy, hands down. So For those of us who might not know, Sauce Walka and Offset are cool. Okay, they go back. Yeah, those two, they kind of go back. Okay, like back into time. Sauce messes with Migos. Okay, so yesterday I felt like it was no coincidence, y'all. I felt like Sauce Walka was kind of trying to take up for his partner, without like, if that makes sense, without like doing too much. But he definitely went to that Patriots versus Houston Texans game. Okay, he definitely was saying, forget the Patriots, you know, um, forget Tom Brady, right? And then the icing on the cake was he was with the girl, one of Stefan's Diggs exes. Remember? Y'all remember the one, Miss Pressicura? Malone. Child, he had popped out with the ex. I said, oh my God. I said, oh God. Let me find out Sauce is taking up for Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like the best he could. Like, cause like, man, Austin grown. It's a grown situation. You know what I'm saying? Like Sauce can't do too much, right? Without looking a certain way, but he did enough. Yeah, he did enough, child. He didn't popped out to this dude guy with the ex. And the ex, when I say the ex, y'all make sure y'all scoot up in here, hit the like button. The ex is his I don't know if y'all remember, but it was a girl that said, basically this Stephon was like getting physical with her. And Stephon was saying she was getting physical. Remember, it was a he said, she said, child. Overall, I don't know what happened with that case. I don't even know if it's still open. I thought it was. Because, like, yeah, I think it's a he say, she say type of situation. And I don't know. It seemed like Miss Presser Girl wasn't going out gay without a fight. Child, so that shit was interesting and good. And that's why I'm like, do you understand the marketing or the thought that went into that, Adam? you know, this man brought your ex to the game. Child, that was a whole nother level of take me out to the ball game. you know, they in the crowd just capping. She in the crowd just, capping up a song with and on top of everything, Offset his partner. Oh Lord. Cause man, I said that's real. Sauce is a real one for that. Now, mind you, he don't know. He don't know what type of what. He just, you know, stood on business for whatever reason. Now, I don't know if he did that for Offset. I'm just speculating, y'all. I can't say that like it's actual and factual, but hit the like button because I just I just connected the dots. It's so for everybody else to use a whatever, whatever thoughts, they come up with. But I found it to be very strategic and entertaining. Okay. I sure did. And I was like, oh yeah. Mm, he's gonna do amazing on stream. It just is what it is. Like, you know, um, and I mean that like for real, when you like drop the comparisons, right? I mean, for real, comparisons aside, y'all hold on, give me a second. Hey y'all, all right, I'm back. Now listen, when you drop the comparisons aside, um, Sauce is just entertaining, and even I take it a step further. Some people are just entertaining, they just have it. Um, so yeah, I do. I think he's gonna do well over there, and hold on, y'all, hold on. Okay, so yeah, some people are just really extremely entertaining, you know. Um, you know, so you know, because I even Blueface, I feel like Blueface is doing well. You know, so it is what it is. And I also feel like, yeah, like you're gonna have, um, you know, maybe Sauce is just somebody that's gonna put an extra little bit of in it, you know, for real, if that makes sense. So, child, maybe people are a little nervous. That's good. Shoot, to me, that's good. Keep everybody on their toes. You know, but mind you, man, this stuff been going on since beginning of time. You know, and it's gonna keep going on, going on. Just like that other little boy. Y'all know that other little boy. Ooh, that little boy get on my nerve. I won't even, yeah, cause he, yeah, you know. But him over there reading. You know, he has an audience. It is what it is. His audience is there for him, you know? So, yeah, you know, um, child, I do believe it's a lane for everybody. But yeah, back to House in South Florida. I was like, come on, South, yeah. I like it. I'm here for it. It just is what it is. I feel like times like this, people need, you know, people are in need of, you know, real ones, you know. It just is what it is. Like people be needing to know that like they got real ones around, real ones in their corner, and you know, just like you know, even shoot in this situation, real ones that they might have started with y'all. Cause oh my God, hold on, let me see. No, we can't talk about that. Not just yet, y'all. I got. We're gonna talk about that too, but that's crazy. Y'all know I've been wanting to talk to y'all about and we're gonna get into that. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, Purple Stars. um let me see. But yeah, shout out to South Walka though, who yeah, been doing his thing. Um lately on stream. Listen, South's been shaking things up over there. Truth is, like you know, yeah. Listen, I just gotta really, really call a thing, and you know, truth is, like, yeah, he's been causing some commotion, child. I don't even know how long he been on Twitch, but I'm telling y'all now, word on the curb is, you know, he doing his thing. So shout out to that and shout out to him. I really look forward to, you know, seeing more. Yeah, seeing more, child. Cause oh Lord, I just got a feeling, you know, he ain't gonna let us down. Yeah, so shout out to that. Um, you know, and him. And then I want to say too, real quick before I get out of here on that topic, you know, with South Walker, you know, Like, down there, everybody besides Peso, it seemed like, dang. Peso, maybe Rizzo. You know, it's a few, like, but most of them are in jail. All of them people are in jail besides Sauce, you know, so, um, you know. I could also see that, you know, being a motivating factor, you know what I'm saying? For Sauce, you know, too, like, you know, trying to show, you know, show himself first, shoot, and you know, his people that it's a different way because man, all of them down there on lock, and like, yeah, he just like a Lone Ranger out here, you know. Getting it. Just like I said, just like I do telling y'all all the time. What I tell y'all, I tell my people so they know. Just like I say, man, Too Short said, yeah, you should be getting it. Everything you want. Everything you dreamed of. Never have to front. Come on. You should be getting it. Getting what a getting is good. Getting what again you should be. I tell y'all all the time, right? Yeah, they know. Shout out to them. I be like, hey, listen, Too Short. Shout out to Too Short. That's my boy, okay? Period. I tell y'all. I hope y'all don't think I just be pump faking. Yeah, no. Truth is, that's my boy, and like, yeah, that's my song, and he wasn't lying. Yeah. Period. So, let me stop what I'm doing right now and shout out everybody that is getting it, okay? No matter however, okay? It don't matter. Whatever you doing, as long as you getting to it, okay? Period. Um, you know, you could be on the bus, you know, but you getting it. You getting, you know, to it. Getting wherever it is that, you know, you need to be today. Could be catching a bus to work. Shout out to that. Shout out to you. You know, maybe you going to school. You know, maybe you at work. Getting it. Shout out to you. You know, um, maybe you just got off. You on your way home. Maybe you been out for a while already. Winding down. About to go to sleep. Getting it. Okay? You know, I don't know. Maybe you got time out today. You're not at work. You're home. You got extra time to clean. Maybe you like me. You about to take the ornaments off the tree. Damn it, let's get it. You know? Shoot, I don't know. That listen, wherever you are and whatever it means to you, whatever you doing, shoot, that's adding to you, adding some type of value to you, your day, your life. Let's get it. Okay? Because, yes, in the words of Todd, that's exactly what you should be doing. Okay? Getting it while the getting is good. So, shout out to that. Oh, he told no lies. So shout out to that because he told no lies. Hold on. Give me 1 second, time. Yeah. You know what? We should be getting it. Everything we want. Everything we dreamed of. Never have to front. Y'all know what? One day I was talking to y'all and I slipped up and I didn't finish my conversation. This is what I was trying to tell you. I was like, y'all see how I got that up there? I should be able to erase stuff. Yeah, technology. Come on, y'all. All in our business, worried about stuff y'all shouldn't be worried about. I think that's y'all remember when I started having that conversation and I started drifting. I think I drift off and I started. Remember when I was like, wow, like what would be the reason for them to be studying us so hard? Remember when I was saying that? That yeah, that's what I meant to tell y'all that day. What did I just say? Yeah. Like you want to be doing something, shoot. Like get ahead of that. Get ahead of that. I should be able to, you know, let me put it back up. Just like a chalkboard, I should be able to erase and replace some stuff. And truth is, y'all can play with mine. Play with me. Y'all can play with mine. On my coin, my coin, my coin, my coin, my coin all the time. Shit. But anyway, and what else is going on these internet streets? Y'all hold on. Try anyway. It's a lot going on, child. It's a lot going on, and then it ain't. Does that make sense? It's a lot going on. Anyway, stars. So, hold on. Hold on. So anyway, what was I telling y'all? Child, so anyway, the newsing. It's been all right. It's been all right. You know what I'm saying? So another thing that I have been wanting to talk to y'all about before I get up out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. Truth is, yeah, I know it. I know it. It's short today, but I got to roll. Um, hmm Shout out to that. I got to roll just like a turkey. Yeah. But anyway, child, what was I about to tell y'all? Oh, I was about to. Todd and Candy. Oh, Candy and Todd. First of all, shout out to both of them. Um, but yeah, word on the curb, like it's not been too cute. It ain't been too cute so far. Candy is allegedly firing back with her own, what she has to say about Todd and the kids, you know. And allegedly, it's just it's if you allegedly if you let Candy tell it, it's a whole different story from what Todd has put out there. Okay, allegedly, but and they also saying that Todd. This is allegedly because y'all know I don't know. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but no, I'm not that far in it. As far as when I'm pulling court docs and all of that, nah. Truth is, Miss Spencer Girl don't have that kind of time or coin. Yeah, yeah. Hello. To be invested. Yeah, yeah. When that coin come in, then maybe we can think about some stuff like that, right? But y'all know these people be quick to tell you, you ain't no journalist, you ain't no journalist, you ain't no journalist. Child, I might not be a journalist, you know, as far as like schooling. Well, baby, you can't tell me I ain't did no journalistic work, so get out of my face. Next. Anyway, um, so like I was saying, they saying that, yeah, now, cause truth is, I was giving it too much with no coin. So this year, we working smarter, not harder. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. Mm-hmm. First, I'm gonna stack my, and then what? So anyway, y'all, they was saying that my Christmas tree was so cute this year. It was. I can't wait to do it again. I did it red. It was so cute. Uh, I don't never do red. Maybe next year I'll do me some red too for my birthday. That sounds cute. And maybe next year I might take me a sexy little trip or something. I don't know. It's definitely coming around the mountain though. Yep, Miss Creighton Girl's gonna go somewhere, okay? So shout out to that. But anyway, I'm not tripping if it's not next year, cause I'm down to work. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm on my work, Rihanna and Drake shit this year. Truth is, I don't really, if I'm not working, I like working. So shout out to that. Okay, you gotta get in your bag. Okay, shout out to that. That's like Didi said. You gotta get in your bag, stay in your bag. You know, and when you like what you do, it's easier. So shout out to that. Now anyway, child, in other words, they saying Candy. When it comes to Candy, Miss Pressa Curl ain't going out without a fight. Yeah, it just is what it is. Truth is. Oh, excuse me. That's what the word on the card is, y'all. And they saying that Todd, because at first they was saying that Candy wanted stuff sealed. I don't know. They both might, for real. But now they saying Todd allegedly wants it. Well, we can't find out what they what they business is. Yeah. I ain't mad at them. I wouldn't want, my business in the streets either. So, child, truth is, but Candy looks so over it. And they also was reporting that like Candy reported that like she pays for everything. And I'm like, oh dear. Don't let the people get a hold of that. I was like, dang, y'all might owe Candy Mama an apology, but still, that was Candy's marriage. And unless Candy's parents had a real good marriage. Child, just playing, but ooh, 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 ooh. Um, child. That's what they saying. I said, oh, Lord. Ooh. I said, the gloves is coming. Oh, baby. Well, when y'all gonna talk about? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. They ain't got to talk about none of that if they don't want to, but I would love to hear them talk about they little extras, Cause like that's crazy. Like what if so like hold on. So y'all was married, right? But y'all had extra people in y'all marriage? Okay. How many of those extra people is like y'all still doing a hanky panky with now? Yeah, and turning yourself all around. Like that's what I want to know. Truth is, they could save all that other shit. I don't care about Todd getting that big ass truck Candy bought here. When it's all said and done, we know he getting that. And we know Candy keeping her house. Shoot. So what else is going on? We don't care like that because, like, I'm telling you right now, I don't care. Candy gonna be all right. Candy gonna be okay. I just feel like in my heart, something about Georgia, something. I don't know. They left. I just feel like if the good state of Georgia, I take that back, cause like, y'all know the rumors y'all got down there, okay? Truth is, y'all know the rumors y'all got. So like I said, I'm gonna take that back. If the state of Georgia can leave, now I ain't got nothing against Georgia now, people. So shout out to that. Shout out to y'all. But like, mm-mm. And they go for my state too. You can't be no good state and then like have certain stuff going on. So it just is what it is. But listen, so if the state of Georgia can leave Jeannie Mai high and dry, child, what y'all think they gonna do for Todd? Yes, I'm just taking these. Baby, I'm taking these ornaments right on out. They coming out so fast, so smooth, so cool. I ain't even have to get the kids involved. I'm glad. All I need, only problem is, I ain't got the boxes, but I'm gonna be okay, child. I'm gonna be just fine. Y'all didn't help me get the tree down. So shout out to that. I'm about to take my tree down. I'm actually kind of sad to see it go down. I really am, just a little bit. You know, Christmas time represents a really magnificent time. It just is what it is. It really doesn't bring about like no other time. Calendar wise, right? Nothing feels the same. So anyway, shout out to that. Shout out to our holidays. They'll be around next year. This year. Again this year. So shout out to that. For real. And it's gonna go faster than we think. So yeah. Let's get it. Yeah, baby, it look like I done took every ornament out of that tree except for my topper, my tree topper. So shout out to that. Now anyway, um, yeah, I just feel like Candy gonna be fine. We all know, Candy was really, really smart. Okay, about her business. Period. She was extremely smart when it came to. I think she was, with her paperwork with Todd. She wasn't playing. Um, if we all recall, if Todd didn't want to sign the prenup, Todd wasn't getting married. Okay. It just is what it is. Candy had no intentions on playing with Todd about her coin. But yeah, like I was saying, if we can't get into the dirty details of it all, I don't really want to know much of the other stuff, you know. But like, yeah, no, like, mm-mm. Now it's different. Like if they finna go off into the sunset and like start fresh and be new, then yeah, hey, shout out to that, shout out to them. Uh, but no, truth is, if they gonna be, you know, messing with somebody that they was messing with when they was married, that's some tea, you know. I want to know that. You know, I want to know that. Yeah, I want to know all that. You was just too filthy. You was just too filthy, baby. That ain't, we ain't gonna, oh, no. We ain't gonna be able to let that one, you know, so who knows? So the truth is, like, you know, they was allegedly saying that she caught him cheating. Ja. Or she caught him talking to other women or something. Now, I don't know how true that is. So it's definitely alleged over here. We don't have no receipts on that. But I will say, so like in that situation, like what if he ended up with one of the people that would be wild, you know. Oof, child. These folks, dirty. Some of these folks be out here dirty like the South. But anyway, Poopa Stars, it's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm about to dip. Yeah, it is what it is. I gotta go. Yes, cause y'all know the studio is not quite like we like it. I actually do have my kids in the studio today. Child. And I'm getting cotton mouth a little bit. Getting a little sleepy. I think something about that heat is doing something to me. I need to ask my son to get the Christmas box down. Like, I got a lot going on, y'all. But anyway, Boo Stars, I had a funky good time with y'all. Hold on. I had a funky good time with y'all. I always do. Child, that's what keeps me coming back. Trust me. When it's no longer fun, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Truth is, I just ain't gonna be able to do it. Okay. So yeah. Hit the like button. Keep the party going. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, y'all.